know what? No, fuck that. Let's just get right into it.
Y'all make sure y'all leave comments, because I know we're about to ruffle some feathers real bad with this first part of the podcast.
Yeah, we're probably going to ruffle some feathers. We're going to trigger some people, but you know what? We ain't getting paid by none of these fuckers, so fuck them.
Nobody.
Nobody.
We do this for the love of the game.
That's how we do it. So, let's talk about... Which one do we want to talk about first? Do we want to talk about that... There's two trashy shows, right? So we had Triple Mania and then... Or the AAA show and then Wrestlepalooza.
We can touch on Worlds Collide real quick, because we're going to be taking a little bit of time on Wrestlepalooza. Let me tell you. I don't even know where you want to start. All I know is that AAA show, I scrubbed through it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. They really did put all of their titles on WWE talent. Yeah. All of them.
All of them. Like, it is the prime example of what happens when a company takes over, right? So, I'm going to go a little off course on this real quick.
Of course. This is our... Because we're making the course. We can do whatever course we want.
But, like, this is almost like now how WWE is pretty much like, yeah, Joe Hendry's in WWE now. He's still TNA guy, but they're like, nah, he's in WWE now. He is a WWE wrestler. So, they're poaching the talent from TNA. Eventually, they're just going to be done with TNA. And AAA, man, they got AAA to get part of the Mexican market or part of the Hispanic market. And they're not even really poaching the stars. They're just taking all the titles from them and just kind of leaving them to, I don't know. They're just leaving them in the ether, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they run the shows now. About over half of the people on the show are all WWE people now. The titles are all mostly held by WWE, especially the men's titles. Most of the men's titles are held by WWE guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on over there, man.
Also, why are they having a show in Las Vegas, Nevada?
Strategic, I guess. I don't know. At the Thomas and Mack.
A very weird place to have a show, because... Well, I guess not weird, because the Lakers are there. Well, no, they might not... Well, they were at T-Mobile last year, right? For their preseason game, right?
Yeah, they were at T-Mobile last year. They moved on from Thomas and Mack. They're like, fuck that.
Like how everyone else in this city has.
We need amenities, damn it. So, they put them in the cheapest place they could possibly put them, the Thomas and Mack Center. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm not gonna shit on Thomas and Mack too much. I've been to plenty of, like, way back. Like, one of the SmackDowns I went was at the Thomas and Mack Center, even though Nitro was running on the Strip the whole time. But I went to like a SmackDown house show in the Thomas and Mack. And it's still as dark then as it is now. Lighting looks like shit there.
It did not look great.
No, not at all. Oh man, like, so Dom Mysterio's their new, the new champion for AAA. People are gonna scream, "Oh, but Kenny Omega was," but that is kind of different. It's not like AEW just like went in and was like, "Okay, we need to be the tag champs. We need to be the world champ. We need." What title you got over there? Okay, we need that championship. All on AEW. We're just going to leave you to fend for yourselves. And you're a current world champion? Nah, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. We're going to put who we want as world champion there.
But Kingo was so happy at first. And then when I saw his face, I've seen Vikingo lose that title before.
Yeah.
I've seen him win that title before.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen Vikingo look as, I don't even know what to call it.
Oh, he had the stink face, man.
Yeah, frustrated? Yeah, he had the stink face.
He had that I'm going to lose face. He had that I don't want to, but I have to because of something. There's a contract thing. But yeah, man, like, you know what? I'm not going to we don't even have to go through that show. Just know there's just not good, man. It was not good. It's free on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. You'll watch Finn Balor acting like a jackass with, having a doll off with with Mr. Iguana, who is also a fucking awful wrestler. That guy is so terrible. There's nothing good about Mr. Iguana. Nothing.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. They bought AAA for a reason. They have already done it. Also, if we're gonna be real, I mean, don't most of NXT talent have all of the titles for TNA also? The world titles, right?
Except for the women's title. The women's title is on Ash by Elegance now.
Oh, it went back. Okay, it did go back.
The world title is still on Trick Williams. And Trick Williams is fighting Obafemi, I think, this coming week for his title versus title. So NXT title versus, TNA and NXT titles are both on the line.
With two NXT talent?
With two NXT talent, yes.
Okay.
So they're running TNA world title matches in NXT.
And that's the company that they want to go against AEW, right? That's the one that's reportedly trying to get a TV deal for Wednesday, allegedly.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck. You're even gonna have your world title on there, so who cares?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
You know who the real world champion of TNA is right now?
Who?
Your boy, Steve Macklin.
Yeah, they ain't let him on NXT to save his life.
Hey, somebody's gonna die if he's on there. Steve Macklin is jumping through the building, bro. They're not gonna let him on there.
All right, bro. We ain't sticking on the AAA show. We ain't talking about that shit too much. We gotta talk about the real reason that we're doing this part before we talk about All Out.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about WWE's attempt at counter programming.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about it.
So, for those who don't know, this show was the first WWE show to go up against an AEW show. We had All Out, AEW versus Wrestlepalooza.
Yep.
People were upset that All Out moved up in time. It started at 3 Eastern. I don't know what time the WWE show started. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
go ahead. It started pretty much. So the first match happened when Hangman and Hangman and Kyle Fletcher. That was when the first match happened for Wrestlepalooza. That was Cena versus Lesnar.
And didn't that match start and end while Fletcher and Hangman was still going?
While Fletcher and Hangman were having a 30-minute fucking war. Well, no, about like 40-minute war. Cena and Lesnar ended in like 8 minutes, maybe less.
Thanks. And
start to finish.
And Cena got squashed. With 5 appearances left, John Cena got destroyed by Brock Lesnar. Do you know how crazy that sounds?
That sounds ridiculous, man. Like, look, you have the one guy that held your company up in the worst possible times, and you bring in Lesnar to just squash him. And I don't think he's getting any get back on that, because his last show, I think, is like a SmackDown. I may be wrong, but I think it's a SmackDown.
Oh, I looked it up. It's going to be a Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh, okay. Even worse. A Saturday Night Main Event. That's awful, man.
And Cena only has 5 appearances left.
Yes.
So, yeah, I want to come in here with some heat, with some fire, because I had to talk about this, right? We had to talk about this. We got to talk about the rest of the show, too. The rest of the show, apparently was also not great, right? From what I heard and what I was told, Stephanie Vaquer, Io Shirai was the best match of the night, which valid. 2 of the best women's wrestlers on the planet, 2 of the best wrestlers going at it. There's nothing you can do to stop them from wrestling. Nothing.
Yep.
I heard that Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre was boring. People called it boring.
Mm-hmm.
I heard people were kind of happy with AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, but every time I see a GIF, it doesn't look good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Awful. I think like what people are, the only thing that people are happy about is the fact AJ Lee came back. It's not
which
what she did there. It's just that she came back.
which is
That's
valid
it.
because people want AJ Lee back for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And then what was the last match? We had a tag match where Jey Uso hits himself in the face with a chair and hurts himself.
Not just hurts himself, he concusses himself.
Bro, like obviously we don't want people to get hurt. Obviously, like I don't even know why I have to. I feel like we don't have to say that.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't have to say that. We don't want people to get hurt. This is wrestling at the end of the well, for them it's like sports entertainment. But this is wrestling at the end of the day. We don't want to see wrestlers get hurt. But why? How? How do you hit someone in the back and concuss yourself with a chair?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Like it didn't even. Here's what's the killing part is. I could see if he like swung that shit hard and it, and he hit the rope and it bounced and hit him in the face. But he hit Braun Breaker's back, right? And he didn't even hit him that hard. It was enough to make a little noise. It was like thud, like tap, right? And it flew up and hits him in the. And then either he was bringing it back, and that's what hit him in the face, but he brought it back too fast and clubbed himself, or I don't know. It didn't look like anything that would bounce off and just KO him, but it did. So weird.
I don't get it. I don't get it. One of the things that we were talking about right before we were recording, WWE's counter programming does not work.
No,
it doesn't.
Not at all.
The only good show, in at this point, the only good show that seems like it's universally liked was Evolution, and that technically was not directly against an AEW show. It was the day after.
Yep.
And they tried to do everything they could to bury that show, by the way.
Yeah, they tried everything to make that show fail.
And they couldn't. But every other attempt that technically NXT and WWE has made just makes them not look good.
They just look, every time they look worse. They just look real bad. Like, I could just say this. The AEW pre-show was leagues better than Wrestlepalooza.
Bro, that pre-show was gas, too. It was really good.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, the pre-show, which was, an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me started. The women's tailgate was on fire.
That shit was so much fun to watch.
They went crazy, as the AEW ladies usually do.
Mm-hmm.
But all those matches on the pre-show were fantastic. And Wrestlepalooza, it couldn't even... most of those matches couldn't even touch it. Couldn't even touch the AEW pre-show, let alone the main show. The main show just killed them.
God, this is our all-out review, so we're going to talk about it soon. But there is no way that you can do a show like this without at least touching on what happened with this counter-programming effort.
No.
As a fan, if you're a fan of WWE, you shouldn't want this anymore. Because even if you don't have to pay attention to AEW. You don't have to pay attention to anything else. I'm not even trying to say that. All I'm saying is you should want better shows. You should.
Actually, you know what? Okay. I'm going to put it out there. Hey, in the comments, okay, hardcore WWE fans that still watch the show for whatever reason, let's get this conversation going. What is bringing you back to WWE each and every week? What about WWE do you feel is so good that, like, you would rather watch that than, like, any other wrestling show? Because I'm with Lionel. I'm kind of perplexed right now, just, like, thinking about, like, the quality of their shows is just not, it's not there. Not anymore. So I'm like, we're trying to figure out what's bringing people there. What's bringing you here? What to a WWE show? What makes WWE so compelling that you would rather watch that than actually watch like wrestling shows in general? in the comments. Let's see it.
At this point, if you say you're only there for the women, I feel like that's valid. But the women on any show at this point, any TV show, don't get as much time as they deserve. Mm-hmm. At this point, like, that's the one thing that North American wrestling cannot do right. They don't book women properly.
Right.
Because if we're going to be honest, we can talk about WWE and AEW. The women have been knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, to be fair, on the AEW side, the men are also doing it too. It's just the women are just better. I mean, we talk about that main event with Kyle Fletcher and Hangman, and we'll be talking about a couple other matches, but yeah, either way, it's curiosity at this point. Like, why? And we're not even saying to watch anything else, because you don't have to. It's your life. You can watch whatever you want.
Right.
But looking at the quality of WWE right now, I don't understand how they have so many people that still tune in weekly, that do all this kind of stuff, that go out of their way to watch this stuff. Because this doesn't, you have to go out of your way to watch the show, right? Like, you have to pay for it, like $30. Like, some people were able to get it with their subscriptions and stuff like that. Like, it was all, that was also all confusing.
Right.
So you have to go out of your way to watch this, or you have to sail the 7 seas to watch it. You took your time, and what did you get out of it? Like, what are you getting out of WWE right now that makes you want to go back every week? And like Proffitt said, we're not trying to do like, oh, this company's better than this company. Like, at this point, I don't see quality in WWE right now. Like, I just don't.
Right.
Also, Cena losing to Lesnar the way he did is insane.
Yeah, no.
When he's retiring in 3 months.
Yeah, that the way Cena lost to Lesnar shouldn't have happened.
No, we're not saying Cena shouldn't lose, but not like that, and not to him.
Not getting squashed, man. Like, what are we doing here? This is supposed to be Cena's last hurrah, last go out. Let him go out on some fantastic matches, man. Let him go in there and be like, yo, Cena, you get 30 minutes. Who do you want to wrestle? You know
he's had that list out there. He's been in interviews talking about the people that he wants to wrestle.
Uh-huh.
And the fact, I feel like, if anything, John Cena should at least be able to book the matches that he wants to wrestle. At the very least.
Yeah.
He says he wants to wrestle AJ Styles. It might not happen. He got to wrestle. He said he wanted to wrestle Sammy. He got that one.
He got that one, yeah.
He said he wants to wrestle like a few other people. It doesn't seem like he also has said that he wants his last match in Boston. And he couldn't even get that.
No.
WWE can go wherever they want. At any time. And sell out those arenas. Well,
not now.
Not so much anymore. But they can go wherever they want. They can go wherever they want and sell whatever company, whatever arena they want to go to. So you can't at least give John Cena where he wants to retire? You can't give him that? Like, nothing? The fact that AEW had a better tribute to John Cena than John Cena on a show he was on is crazy. I don't know, Proffitt, what do you have anything else you want to say about, like, what else do you want to say about this? Because I can rant and rave, and I don't want to rant and rave because we have a really good show to talk about.
So, I think, like, I completely agree. To play... No, I'm not going to do that. Not going to play devil's advocate.
I feel like if you want to, you can if you want to, but I don't know how you could.
Look, the other guy that is also in the same lawsuit that Brock Lesnar's in, by the way, would have probably given Cena all the things he wanted because Cena made him money. He would have done it, or at least given him most of what he was asking for.
Yeah,
because he's done that for other wrestlers, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know the reason why. The way Cena's stuff is going the way it's going. The good old head of creative, Triple H, the least talented guy on the roster that happened to be a multi-time world champion because of other reasons, not because of his talent.
Politics.
right? He played them politics real well. Had to marry the boss's daughter to get there, but that's he. It wasn't like he was so good that he couldn't be denied. No, he always played third, fourth, fifth, sixth fiddle to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to stick to people like Shawn Michaels, who was that guy. He had he couldn't make it. He was barely like, again, he was like fourth, fifth, and sixth during the Austin era, because it was like Austin, Rock, HBK was still up there.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't even. He wasn't even the top in his own era. So you get this guy creative power, and all the people that went over him, he's now making sure to like. I don't know. It almost feels like he's making sure to give them like nothing of what they want and just like bury them on the way out.
This does feel like he's doing this on purpose.
Right. And look, I don't know. Maybe Cena asked for this. I doubt it. But maybe Cena asked for this. Who knows?
I mean, Cena's been doing interviews, and he's been pretty open about saying like, "Oh, yeah, Brock Lesnar wasn't my call. I do what the company needs." Like, he's been pretty open about that.
Right. So, I don't know, man. Just my final thing about this is Wrestlepalooza was not great. Okay? We all know it. They went up against AEW and lost again. There was AEW, okay, All Out's worst match, which was like, we probably can rate that like a 6.5, right? Their worst match was better than the whole card. Like, that's just how it is. So, I don't know, man. Wrestlepalooza was not good. Their counter programming is just exposing them even more about how bad they are. They only had like, maybe an hour and a half, barely scratched 2 hours of wrestling, and about 2.5 hours of commercials.
For $30, by the way.
Yeah, for $30, we had damn near 6 hours of wrestling.
For almost the same price.
We had about 15 matches. Just about close.
Only one of them wasn't good.
And it was like a 6, right?
Yeah.
So, that's the caliber of an AEW card versus a WWE card. When a WWE match is bad, it's bad. Like, it's like a 2 or a 3. Lesnar Cena. But, I don't know, man. Like, it's really hard to find out why people watch that show. Just in general. I'm curious. Put it in the comment section. Let us know.
Please. Because I don't get it at this point now. Even if you don't want to watch, like, if you're not a fan of other companies, I think that's fine. But if you're a wrestling fan, there has to be something else out there for you. Right? There has to be, like, something else.
There has to be something. Right? Like, look, you could check out CMLL, you could check out New Japan, you could check out, you could check out GCW if you wanted to. They're always putting on some decent shows. You could check out MLW. They're always putting out some damn good shows. There's, Stardom. There's, Dragon Gate? Something. Something, goddammit. There's plenty of shows out there. There's plenty of pro wrestling out there.
I genuinely think that WWE might be the worst wrestling company going right now. Genuinely.
Yeah. Well, remember, hey, Triple H said they're not wrestlers. They're people playing wrestlers. That's his words, not mine.
I wonder how the people who dreamed about being wrestlers in the back feel about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're not wrestlers. They're actors. They play wrestler.
They should act like they can have a good match.
Yeah, it ain't possible. But,
No.
Unless you're like, again, like Io Sky and Stephanie Vacker, right? Like, you can't force that into a bad match. It's going to be good.
There's really nothing you can do. Because whatever you give them, they will be able to hit it out of the park no matter what. Even if you're trying to actively sabotage them, they would make that into a great match.
They tried by giving them like 10 minutes, right? So
you give two of the best wrestlers on the planet 10 minutes, they'll still be able to give you a damn good match. So nice try.
Yeah, good try.